Welcome to the Alan Berry Reports TV show. I'm Alan Berry Laboucan. I'm the editor of the Alan Berry Reports and the host of this show. Thank you very much for joining us today. On today's show, I'm going to talk about platinum and palladium. We follow precious metals. We talk a lot in the reports about gold and silver. We don't talk as much about platinum and palladium, but the platinum and palladium definitely have strong supply and demand fundamentals, just like gold and silver. But where the challenge is for us is the key areas where platinum and palladium are mined are in South Africa and Russia. Now, these countries aren't what you would call overly friendly or easy places for foreign mining companies to operate. And so we aren't able to find a lot of platinum and palladium companies to add into our reports, because our reports are mainly focused on projects in Canada, the United States, Mexico, Peru, Chile, Argentina, and Brazil. And so this is why we haven't been able to add a lot of companies, because it's not a big key focus of platinum and palladium exploration in the areas that we follow. And so the main reasons that for the use of platinum and palladium are in catalytic converters for automobiles. It's really important for reducing emissions, and platinum and palladium are integral to that process. And so we're bullish on platinum and palladium based on long-term supply and demand fundamentals, but not able to find a lot of companies outside of South Africa and Russia that are in the countries we follow to find projects. We have found one company that we added a couple years ago to our print reports, and you can find those on our website. The first report that we featured them in, I'm just looking it up here online right now, was in our, you can find our past reports on our website. And the first time we talked about Colossus Minerals was in the, was back in the, platinum, where are you? You can never find these things when you at a short notice. They were first in the 22nd edition on February the 2nd. And if you go to our website, you'll find under alanberryreports.com, you'll find a tab called Reports, and in there you'll find that edition, and you can look at what we talked about. Now, Colossus Minerals Inc.'s key project is down in Brazil. They own 75% of what is called the Serra Pelada project. The other 25% is owned by a local or a cooperative of 45,000 local miners in the area, and the project is in Pará State, Brazil. This project was under a lot of intention back in the 1980 to 1986 window. It actually caused a major mining rush towards the area, and back then, in fact, it was even on 60 Minutes back then. They have that show on their website, so you can later on we'll link to that put a link to the website below the video player, and you can go watch that show. And what happened in the past there was, it was mined by local miners. They're called garimpeiros, and basically they're really using rudimentary equipment. A lot of their work is done by hand, and they went in there and they were mining under these methods, and they had quite a big operation. There was up to 80,000 miners working in the area, and actually they have pictures of that on the website. And so oftentimes in countries like Brazil and whatnot, there is a fair amount of these garimpeiro workings, and often these garimpeiro workings are good places to be looking for new discoveries. And so Colossus a few years ago went into the area and they felt that, you know, this is a good place to be looking for new discoveries. And so they went in there and they started drilling in a long strike and at depth and in and around the big pit that the Garimpeiro workers had dug. And sure enough, they started to hit some very high grades of platinum, palladium, and gold in their drilling. And including in there was some significant intersections as well. And so they've been very busy over the last couple of years doing that additional drilling, and they're really moving in the right direction. These platinum, again, platinum and palladium is in very good pricing, as is gold, and so now their timing is really good. Finding you know, these kind of deposits in a project when you've got this kind of pricing for those commodities, their timing is exceptionally good to have a project like that. Now, what also makes it their timing very good is the fact that, as I mentioned earlier, finding high quality platinum and palladium projects in mining friendly jurisdictions outside of South Africa and Russia, it's not very easy. We looked through practically every set of drill results that they put out press releases for on a daily basis, and we're always trying to find more projects like this, but it's really not easy. And so that's sort of how they came about getting excited about the project and why they went into that area, and what they've been finding. You know, finding thick intersections of high grade platinum and palladium and gold near, you know, in areas where there had been past workings is not easy, and that's what they have now. Going forward, you know, they're doing a lot of work. They're doing the late stage or the advanced work to sort of move the project towards a production decision or development, and they really have the realistic potential of becoming a future platinum and palladium and gold mining company. Now, of course, they need to continue to do more work, such as their metallurgical testing and their economic assessments and additional drilling to try to expand everything, but they're definitely going in the right direction, and we recommend you take a look at their company's website. On the website, you'll find all of their past news releases and other information, so you can do your own homework to take a look at what you think about the company. So that's a wrap on today's show. Before closing, I'd like to stress that this show and our reports are for information purposes only. We aren't making buying or selling recommendations. It's important for you to do your own research and speak with your financial advisors before making any investment decisions. We're always trying to grow the audience, and if you'd like to help us, below the screen you'll see some share buttons that will help you pass directions to find the shows onto your friends that follow the markets, and you can send them by Twitter, Facebook, or email. We really appreciate you taking the time to watch the show. We're well aware that everybody is busy these days, and we strive to produce a show that saves you time and gives you helpful, high-quality information. We hope you can join us for future shows or visit us on our website at allenberryreports.com. That's also where you can go and find all our past reports, and also how to subscribe for future reports so we can keep in touch via our email newsletter. And all of our past shows are on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/AllenberryReports. And if you want to go back and look at the shows, we'd love to have you take a look. Again, thank you very much for joining us today, and have a great day.